Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Disabled but Able Budgeting. We are back today hoping to get a little bit closer to actually reaching the time that it is right now. It's the middle of February and I am still catching up with my cash stuffing, trying to make sure I do this in a way that keeps me on track. I'm just gonna jump right in. I have a tentative, this is what I want to do, but I have had that for the last few videos and that hasn't gone well. So I'm going to first look at the last week of January's spending. I didn't go to the store a lot. I am really struggling with the weather and the roads. There's a lot of snow and there's a lot of ice, and it's just difficult for me to navigate with my mobility issues, but also my balance is pretty poor, so there's just a lot there. But I did go, and I have not updated this 100%. I went to the pet store and got food out for Chibi. It came to 1,052 kroner, which is a lot, but I did get her a lot of food. I got her both 10 500 grams, so half a kilo sausages of raw food, and when I buy 10 at a time, there's a little bit of a discount on buying it in bulk, so I did that. I also got her some dried chicken and some other things, as well as it was her birthday. Picked up some treats for her. I also had to go to the store to buy some light bulbs. So that was 80 kroner for that. And I went to the grocery store and got some groceries for 119. The dog food is taken, 200 kroner was taken out from puppy break. For the dog food, I took the 200 out of my weekly envelope for her. The rest of the money, 852 kroner, I took out of her envelope that I've been setting aside for both her insurance, but just also just keeping a buffer for her in these cases when I go to the store and buy a lot of food and it costs a lot of money. I did start putting in a little bit of money for household, but I decided this time around, since I didn't spend a lot on groceries, I'm just going to take it out of the grocery money. I am reallocating it anyway, so I don't know how much of a difference it makes thinking back on it, but that is what I decided to do. So instead of just redoing all of this again, I'm just keeping to this. Let's do some unstuffing and reallocation. So there's 1 kroner left. I'm just going to pop it in here straight away. And from groceries, there's 300 in cash left. There's 500 left from groceries in placeholder. Medical has all of its 250 left. And household has 50 left. And shopping for once has 100 left. And since it's the last week of January cash stuffing, I don't have any to restuff my weekly as of right now. So if I remember, I'll go back and do that. And if not, who knows? So for my reallocation, starting my reallocation, I'm going straight into my wallet and putting the 500 from groceries into here. So counting this up, it has 950 in cash. $1,500, $2,500, $3,500, $2,400, $600, $800, $41. So right now, my wallet for February has 5,291 kroner. So we're still a little bit off, but I am going to be cash stuffing my last disability payment of January, hopefully in this video. Physical therapy is also still missing a little bit of the money it needs. So it's going to get 300 this time around. Puppy break. I'm just going to use my calculator for this. So physical therapy in cash has 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 1,350 kroner. 2,230. Physical therapy now has 3,580, which is also not covering the bill that I had to pay in January. So I'm still going to just keep stuffing it because there's a lot more things I have to pay out in the beginning of the year that isn't an issue when I've paid the minimum payment that I need to the government when they start subsidizing. The Norwegian government, for people who have need for a lot of healthcare. So when it comes to going to the doctor, medication, hospital visits, we have to pay for medication and all the hospital visits and everything up to a certain amount of money. And after that, I would say 80 to 90% of what you normally pay for is then reduced. In the beginning of the year, I have to pay a lot more than at the end of the year. Every single year, it's like a oh shit type of thing, like it is right now. But I forget throughout the year. So it is one of the things that I'm going to note now because it is a struggle. I've paid a lot of money in February and I will continue to pay a lot of money in March for going to the hospital, and some of my medication is very expensive. Some of the ones that I transitioned to last fall when I had paid so much that there's certain medications, it's very necessary for our lives. They also become free when we've paid over this 7,000 kroners throughout the year. So I got on a new medication after I'd already paid it, so I didn't even know how much they were. They're a lot more than I had hoped. There's a lot of things that I'm realizing now that isn't good. But yeah, that's my rant for that. Oh, here it is. Since I didn't, or I haven't spent a lot of money on groceries, I'm going to put another 200 kroner into groceries so that when I go to the store, I'll have a little bit of extra, since I'll need to buy a lot more than when I go regularly to the grocery store. I'm trying to use all of the envelopes that I already made or have. So this maintenance one, I'm going to keep as my household envelope. And I'm just going to put the 50 in here to try to start bulking up and actually keep household separate from groceries moving forward is the hope. I most likely will have to transition since I don't have a lot of money in household yet, but that is the goal. And I have 150 left, 50 kroner. I've already paid in 1,000 kroner to extra mortgage payment, so I can remove this. Buffer has the money for my goal for January. So does dental. So I'm jumping to Christmas and giving Christmas the 50. For my goal, Christmas needs over 650, so we are far from that. But it is a good start for me since I most years haven't saved up anything for Christmas, and then I'm left with struggle bus for the next few months to cover, or trying to just limit everything, which I'm not very happy with. So I'm very happy with that. The last 100 I am going to leave for doing savings challenges at the end of the video. My little cheat sheet. For my last payment, I was supposed to have 3,703, which I should have here in my placeholders. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 5, 3,000, 2, 4, 600, 700, 1, 2, 3. So that is correct. Like normal, I'm not prepared, so one moment. Going to try for this to be fairly fast. I've also, in between these two videos, since I've been talking about it, I had some origami paper that I cut up and laminated and cut into these small pieces so that I can stick them into my envelopes and divide when I cash stuff in February. For March, I won't have to also count what I've already saved up to pay the bills for February, making it a little bit easier for me to keep track of how much money I need to save up during that month to be a month ahead like I have been. I'm going to go to subscriptions. I haven't been good with subscriptions to really know how much money I use for it, because some of my subscriptions, like the things on for like my iCloud and things like that, is taken from one source, and then subscriptions like Netflix and other, it's just a big mess and I need to figure it out. But it has been more than I have thought it would be, so I'm going to try to put a little bit more money in it. And also from the money that I have in here, 201 kroner isn't enough for covering February's bills, so I'm putting 200 in here for that. So it now has 401 kroner. My wallet will be getting 1,500. So it should now have enough to cover for February. And like I said before, we're already in February, so technically I've already used some cash and done whatnot, but I'm still going through this for me to easier keep track. My wallet now has 5,750 in cash, 1,000, 2,000, 3,005, 4,000, 5,000, 2, 4, 6, 800, and 41 kroner. So that is 6,791 kroner, which gets us to our goal for February. And physical therapy is also getting 1,500. That should cover. So in cash, it has 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 50. And in placeholders, 2, 3,000. 5, 730. So that is 5,080 kroner, which covers the bill. But since there's a lot more things that I have to pay for in the beginning of the year, I am going to try to put as much money into physical therapy as I can to bulk it up so that it'll be easier for me for the next few months, is the plan at least. I haven't been good with extra week and dealing with all this stuff, but I'm just going to keep filling it, and then when I need the money, I'll either have it just as a buffer but I'm going to give that also an extra 200. It now has 2, 4, 5, 6, 700 and 50, 70, 92. So 792 kroner an extra week. The mortgage for January is filled up and also paid into the bank. The extra 1,000 kroner that I've taken out from here. Buffer is complete. Dental is complete. When I'm saying complete right now, it is covering for how much I need to fill it every month for me to reach the goal by the days that I need to. So we're on Christmas, so I'm going to put 300 into Christmas. Christmas now has 2, 350, 410 kroner. And that is it. These last 3 kroner in placeholders I'm going to keep for my savings challenges. Puppy break. Okay. Just warning everyone, the squeaky toy is back. Let's get set up for my savings challenges. The new savings challenge that I have brought in is from Bookish Mama Budgets. This spoke to me when I saw it. Don't call me until it's April. My interpretation, I am sick of winter. I need spring to arrive. I love playing in the snow with Chibi. It's one of the best things that I do every single day. But with everything else, it's difficult for me to live my life, and I can just as much play and there's no snow with my puppy outside. So I personally am wishing for spring to arrive, so I picked that one out. And then I have my own saving challenge, the McDog. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And every time I roll multiples of the same number, that's going into the 7th. And I forgot that I also need to get the placeholders. $90, 103. Now I'm ready to start. No, puppy break. 5 is for Nikki at Dragonfly Saves. 6 is Bookish Mama Budgets. 2 is for Miss Frugal. Okay, we need 3 and 4. Oh, 1, 3, and 4. Ooh. I'm really bad at rolling today. 4 is for Harry's Life and Journey. That's for Boop and Budget. Now we're missing a 1. Yay! That is for Mel's Paper Make, so now everyone's on the board. For Mel's Paper Makes, there's 2 placeholders for the value of 6. Miss Frugal will be done with 1 left here for the value of, 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 44. We have a little guest, but I'll try to get this done. So Miss Frugal ended with 59 saved overall, but I do think that she might be the big winner. Boop and Budget got 2 placeholders of the value of 6. Harry's Life and Journey received 2 placeholders for the value of 2. Nikki at Dragonfly Saves received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 placeholders for the value of 14. And yes, what you're seeing right here is the tail. Vil du ned? Skal du komme? Oh. And Bookish Mama Budgets received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 placeholders for the value of 14. And I received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 placeholders for the value of 17. We are, like normal, starting with mortgage. That is getting help from Miss Frugal, who's also done. So I need to find a new savings challenge with, what's it, 44 kroner into mortgage. Like I've started with, I am going to condense this down so that I am setting myself up better for next time's savings challenge. So mortgage for February has 350, 70, 95, 96. 396 kroner. Extra payment. Buffer is going to get the help from me with 17. Buffer now has 500, 7, 850, 76. 876. Dental will get the help from Bookish Mama Budgets with 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dental now has 250, 70, 95, 6, 7, 8, 798 kroner, which is a lot better than it has been the last few years, so I'm happy with that. Christmas is getting help from Nikki at Dragonfly Saves with 14. It now has 350, 400, and 21, 2, 3, 4. 424. And then we have my niece's birthday is getting help from Mel's Paper Makes with 6. So it now has 120, 35, 6, 7, 8. 138 kroner. I might have to put extra money in here to make sure that this gets filled up before her birthday in April. Computer is being helped by Boop and Budgets with 6. It now has 25, 6, 7, 27. And my concert is being helped by Hera's Life and Journey with 2. This has 2,550, 60, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2,569 kroner into concert. So to be transparent with this, I did get together with my sister and we have bought tickets. So I am technically in the negative for this, and it also means that I need to get flights and hotel at the minimum. I obviously also need money for food while I'm there and a few other things, but I will be looking into how I can try to put more money into the concert fund, because I do really want to go, and it doesn't mean that I want to sacrifice any of the other stuff, but I might have to move it up in this ranking of importance.